Just received an update.
It's the Think High crew, yeah.
Just received an update.
Yo, it's the Think High crew, what up?
Just received
Yeah,
an update.
it's the Think High crew, you know.
Just received an update.
It's the Think High crew, what up? It's the Think High crew, yeah. It's the Think High crew, yeah. 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 Think High crew, yeah Welcome to my hood.
My hood.
There ain't nothing
Ain't
normal.
nothing normal.
What up? What up?
What up, boy? What's good, no? I see Benji in the
Oh
building
man,
too.
just
What up, Benji?
ducking and dodging the haters. About it.
Oh my gosh, bro. It's one of them days, my nigga. You ain't the only one who feel like that, bro. Like, listen, let me tell you something right now. The energy in the fucking whole fucking world right now is nigga is on fire, nigga. I'm gonna tell you like that,
Yeah,
nigga.
that
Because
shit's too
nigga,
chaotic.
bro, listen, we seen when we progressed through this whole week with each other. If you've listened, if you tuned in, if you've been here, we progressed through the energies through this whole fucking week. And today, this fucking Fire Music Friday is really like, bro, the whole conscious streams, if you're looking up on no matter what internet or however you looking up, it's all shit's about to go to fucking hell. Like that's all you fucking hear all
Yep.
fucking day. Like
It's almost
people about to
like
piss on your
it's
fucking
almost like
parade.
everybody's like it's like people really literally want things to be bad.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah,
like
bro.
it's weird, bro. It's like
Yeah.
motherfuckers want everything to crumble. I
Yeah.
understand wanting things to change, but
Right.
like there's ways for things to change before you just everything just crumbles because
Yeah.
I don't know if these people realize it, bro, but if shit crumbles, it's a lot of motherfuckers gonna die. Not from a war or anything,
Right.
but from a hospital
Just
not being
starving.
open.
Or just from
Just from
starvation.
everything. You know what
Or
I'm saying?
yeah,
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 just
all that
anything,
shit.
bro.
Yeah. Yeah, but bro,
They
like
think they
I'm
want they think they want the purge until the purge comes.
right. I'm like, and then
Because
I watched that
everybody ain't
fucking
ready for the
movie.
purge.
I watched that movie. I like to watch movies a little bit after everybody watches movies because I like to see what the whole conscious stream says about the movie first and see all the little fucking Easter eggs that might be there even prior to looking into the movie, seeing the movie myself. And then I watched the fucking movie, bro, and I was like, "Saya, whoa!"
Yep.
Like it just from
Yep.
everything from race all the way to some crazy
Everything.
fucking
Yeah.
exposing some crazy
You
shit.
you
The
know
devil
what was
they
funny to
expose.
me? It was like
Bro, that shit's
that
wild, bro.
that teenage girl.
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh yeah, he definitely wanted to fuck me." I'm
No.
like, "Where did that come from?" I was sitting there thinking about that shit the whole time. I'm like, "Where did that come from? That dude ain't do nothing to
No.
her.
But
He
you
was
the
just
one
sitting
who
there
came.
smoking a little vape pen."
Hey, she the one who came up to him and said,
I
"So are
know,
you the
dude. Like
type?
I said,
Are
dude,
you
buddy
the are
was
you the
just.
college professor, the type to fuck this student?" Like
He was
she
like,
the one who
"Huh?"
fucking
He
pressed
was like,
him,
"Dude, is
right?
that what I look
Yeah.
like?" He
Oh
said,
my
"Is that what
god.
I look like to you?"
The
Nah, like,
movie,
and he ain't never say nothing to her like that. And all
bro,
he did was sit there, hit that vape pen, and was
bro.
just stoned out. Man, come
the
on, man.
way the cinematography the cinema was how the camera moved everything, bro. Like obviously you know what I'm saying, like with that kind of movie it's not really a high budget film because they spent most of the money on the actors, so it wasn't really too many scenes in the movie, you know what I mean, because people couldn't understand what was
Nah,
going
they were
on,
in
but
it.
the
They were
people
either
that
in
really
one. It was like two
yeah
spots they were in the whole time.
yeah, yep. And it's crazy because you know what I mean, like a lot of people weren't looking at a lot of the underlining, you know what I'm saying, shit that it was trying to program in niggas' heads already. You know what I mean? But
Right.
ever since then, nigga, like I've even researched it myself, looked it up. Like, nigga, the articles about prepping, the articles about, you know what I mean, what you should do if everything fucking goes to hell, like that, like what do you do and if this happens or if the internet goes out, like, bro, all of that
Right.
spiked, nigga, all of that shit spiked, bro. And AI, you know, obviously is just watching all of this or learning from all of this, you know what I mean, at the
100%,
same
man.
fucking time. And like, bro, man, it's been a wild fucking week, man. The energy has literally been like a market up down up down up down, and then it's just like on fire today with just like, you know, I wouldn't want to say conspiracy theory shit, but just with
Hey, it makes
preparing
it
yourself for the fucking worst. You know what I mean?
it puts
And
it in a lot of big perspective when you think about winter solstice, the energy, and everything that happens during this time. Because this is the time of year when like the end of the year wraps up. So there's a lot of shit that's going on. And it's like if we can have the energy as chaotic as possible, people won't notice, but only what we put out there
right,
for them to fucking notice.
right,
And then anybody that tries to get their head on straight, that motherfucker is going to be dumb. See, at this
right.
point now, they've took the conspiracy theorists and they've put them against the people like me that is like, I'm just like, look, I ain't a conspiracy theorist, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
call it for what the fuck it is. I don't sit here and
Mhm.
come up with conspiracies. I just look
Not
at
at all.
stuff and I'm like, oh shit. You know what I am, bro? And I hate to say this, but you know what that dude was in that movie? Where he said he analyzed this, and would give his reports to people and they would
Yeah,
base their money moves.
yeah.
Jason,
He was
just
a
be honest, bro. Do I not hit on that sometimes?
oh yeah, bro. It's he was a they're
It's just
called
about like taking all of it in and being able to decipher it without
yeah.
going
Like some
crazy.
people
Because
will
most
yeah, some
people,
people will call
when
it
they
an
take this in,
economic
they're like, zzz, and start shorting out,
yeah.
and they're like, well, fuck it, I'll just go with the herd, you know?
Right. Yeah. Like I guess you can technically say he was you know, he went to the dude probably went to school for, you know, economics and all this other shit. He learned the art of reading the pattern of society, like reading those charts, the markets as like a heartbeat. So picture, you know, how why does that look like that? You know, like a, you know, that machine they hook you up to when you're in the hospital and they
Mm-hmm.
monitoring your
The
heart.
EKG or
EKG,
ECJ or whatever the
yeah,
fuck.
whatever the fuck, yeah. That thing, why the market always they've always resembled that, the line going up and down, you know what I mean, up and down, you know. And then you're right, the dude was just probably, you know, I call y'all motherfuckers like him and you, but you didn't go to college for this shit. But you know, so I call you like a moneyologist, just somebody who understands patterns through the flow of the currency. Like you just understand it. You can look at it and you can get it. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just, and Benji's like that too. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm more of on the creative side. I can't, you
And
know, really
also
look at
being able
that
to,
shit and
you know,
know what
it's
I'm,
tough, bro, but being able to like
yeah,
take in all the information and then basing a feeling and a decision on what I actually feel, not what I've been made to feel though.
right,
And so a lot of
right.
people when they
There's a
take
difference, yeah.
all this information in, it's, you know, like it's hard to handle. And so it's a
Yep.
lot easier just to go with the flow at that point because you're going to
Oh
get
yeah.
people bashing the fuck out of you. And if you
Oh
try
yeah.
to like be a part of this society, if you go against the grain, whenever, whichever way it's going, if
Mm-hmm.
you stay yourself, you're never going to fit in.
Right.
And that's a hard thing to swallow. It's a hard pill to
Bro,
swallow
it
to know
is.
that
It
I'll
really
never
is.
fit in on this motherfucking planet unless
Hey,
I'm doing me.
really say what you would really want to say to everybody, because if you said what you really wanted to fucking say, then they would try to take your whole plan and platform out of the fucking you know. And it's I feel you, bro. Like I was, that's why I was like, man, like when you had sent the message to the group chat and what you see was like, man, I'm about to say fuck all this social media shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I fucking felt every bit of it because when I hopped
It's just so
online and
negative, bro.
bro, it's so
And it's
fucking
like
just
nobody, you know,
shitty, bro.
these people they're not like when they go at you, they're not really trying to talk it out and figure out anything.
Right.
They're
Right.
just trying to make sure they're right and throughout their day. And as long as they can go to sleep at night knowing that they cuss somebody out and feel real big and bad on social media, they're good.
It's a psyop, bro. Bro, so look, nobody's asked this question though. Like, so that movie, Leave the World Behind. I watched it, so it fucked me. It never really fucked me up, but I got what it was saying. So let me tell you, like, what really fucked me up through the whole shit, right? Was
I
that
gotta go grab
nobody
my
really.
lighter 1 second.
Okay, yeah, go grab your lighter. So, nigga, what that will fuck me up about, I'll repeat it when he come back, Benji. But the little girl in the movie, no matter what, bro, her
The movie
whole
y'all talking about that new movie?
yeah, that Netflix movie, Leave the World Behind. You would like that
Oh,
shit. It's a pretty. It's
I'm out here trying to make sure Francis ain't trying to kill me on the road. I had to take the wheel.
tell Francis to chill.
He over here
But
pushing it.
so through the whole shit, bro, the whole shit ending, right? In the little girl in the movie, you know what I mean? All she wants to do is watch the very last episode of Friends because she hasn't seen she watched all the episodes, but she just hasn't seen the very last episode of Friends, nigga. And nigga, she finds the DVD and a TV to watch it on inside a bunker, nigga. After they was looking for her because they thought she was lost, nigga. And so they looking for her, you know what I mean? And she's chilling in this bunker watching goddamn uh Friends or whatever.
I hear you.
Nigga, it's just wild because like through the whole film, like nobody's mentioned this. Through the whole entire film, all this little girl gave a fuck about was watching fucking Friends.
What's the last episode of Friends?
I don't know.
It's
I
called
just
How It Ends.
yeah,
The last episode of Friends
Didn't,
was called How
didn't
It
Buddy from
Ends.
Friends just pass away not too long ago?
yeah.
Yeah. But you know what was weird was like I saw people
Well, I'm
saying,
just saying
"Oh, you
nobody
know
talked
what?"
about that.
People I saw a person saying this. They were like, "It all makes sense now. Julia Roberts and Matthew Perry used to date way back in the day. So this all
Oh my
makes sense now."
gosh.
I'm like, "Wait a minute. The motherfuckers dated in the 90s, bro. The fuck are y'all talking about? Don't be trying to goddamn tie strings together to make this shit fit. If the motherfucking string ain't long enough, bitch, it don't reach. Quit." You know what I mean? It's like they closed down all the fucking insane asylums and the motherfuckers went to goddamn social media, bro. The fuck? I get around these people in
Right,
person, I'll
right.
be knocking motherfuckers to the floor, bro. I ain't gonna
Bro,
lie to you.
it's wild
They'd be
because
better
I'm
off
like,
on the floor than
out of
doing this fuck shit.
out of all the things people was talking about, it was all the
Oh
literal
boy.
shit. You know what I'm saying? Like all the literal shit. Like they took a lot of shit
Mm-hmm.
just completely literal. Nobody was really looking into it as art. Like nobody was looking into it as, oh, what's the subliminal message behind this? Why is you
Exactly.
know what I mean? Why are they having these kind of conversations? Why are they talking like this? Why is, you know what I'm saying, like all this, and then like I said, and then through the whole fucking time, the fucking deer was trying to tell them niggas something was going on. Nigga, what? This shit had me. I'm like, so what's with the deer? The symbolism of the deer and how they fucking acting and shit. Like, a lot of people weren't asking themselves these. They're like, all
That's what
people
I
talked
was wondering
about
too.
was, yeah.
I'm like, what's going on with the deer? Because shit, I used to live on an island. Them motherfuckers be in my front yard every morning and they wasn't trying to tell me nothing. But obviously in this movie, I think they were
Right.
hinting at they were trying to tell them something, but what were they really trying to tell them something, or were they just there for some food?
Right.
I mean, I
Who
don't
knows,
know,
nigga?
man. You know what I'm saying? But it's like the way people reach for
Yeah.
stuff to make their brain feel like they make sense, so they can feel better about themselves and not be in fear. It just they go to an extreme distance to make that shit
Yeah,
happen, bro.
but I mean, like right now, I just peaked like today, like when I like I said, it's just been like screaming it, like all through the feeds, and even when you just hop online and Google and stuff, you know what I mean? Like there's all even the news stations, they're just, you know, what would happen if there was an actual cyber attack on the this is what we need to do. This is what you should do. Blah blah blah. Like just people online telling people what books to get and shit to have and to try to have it ready, order them now and have it ready available just in case. You know what I mean? Like I'm telling you, like when I looked it up, like what's
been looked up today? Like, what's the most popular? Like, a lot of people, all of the what to do if this happens is like, if everything falls to shit, you know what I mean? So they're doing an excellent job of actually, making people afraid, because all that did was made people get online and they started Googling and looking
Hey,
up how.
remember when I first watched that movie and I
How
told
to
you, I was like,
survive that
watch what
shit.
happens. I was like, when I watched it over the weekend and I was like, watch what happens. On Monday, everybody's going to be going crazy and fucking social media, etc. Well, Monday, there was a fake cyber attack that was taking down everything in the world, when in all
Yep.
reality, it was like 2 or 3 things that got, fucked with. And if we think
Right.
about all the companies, corporations, institutions, and governments and people around the world, fuck yeah, shit happens.
Oh
Cyber
yeah,
attacks
all the
happen,
time,
bro.
man.
Like I mentioned, that one that happened to the Kia plant, nobody knew about that. And
Right.
if I wouldn't have said it on air, nobody probably would have ever known about it. They paid somebody $10 million fucking dollars to undo the ransomware, and that was it.
Right.
And who even knows if that was a real ransomware?
Right.
Who even knows it was just some motherfucker trying to launder some money? I mean,
Right.
yeah, but whatever though.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Motherfuckers gonna think how they want to think. Just like I'm gonna think how I want to think. Everybody's gonna think how they want to think, but it don't mean it's right.
Yeah, but yeah, yeah, I watched that and I just was just like, yeah. And then like today came, how we had like a calm but collective energy the first day, and then the day before that was,
Got
kind
a
of
little
fired
more,
up
yeah.
movement. Yeah, you know what I mean? You see, and
It's
then
been a
now we're
build
here.
up.
Yes, and then now we're here on Friday where it's like, anything and everything
Everybody's like,
is
well, this is well, not everybody, but
where.
the people are saying, this is the weekend when it happens. All the banks are done. And what's more
Yeah.
scary, right? Think about it.
Yep.
If you're trying to scare somebody, what's more scary than saying your currency is going to collapse and or your
Yeah.
banks won't open or let you have any money? Well, I mean, for the average motherfucker, that's going to scare the shit out of you.
Yeah, it is. I mean, and well, then they give you these movies and they give you these propagandas, and then you know what I
You
mean.
know,
Like they start showing you these cyber attacks that already happen on a daily basis. Now they're making it national news that they're happening. Um, just continue to build that shit, bro. Like I said, and then if you look up what's trending, what topics are trending, what people are looking for, and you get exactly what they want. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, obviously, what are people going to be looking up? Like, oh, well, what to do if the internet goes out, or how do I do this, or how do I do that? You got people looking into this, people looking into that. Well, the smart ones, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of them, like you said, Nova's just caught up in the fact that, oh, this is just entertainment. So a lot of people just don't believe nothing on the lines of, you know what I mean, that there's change obviously on the forefront, but some people just are like you, like just completely oblivious and just like whatever. I just go to work and pay and do whatever the fuck you know what I mean they tell me to do until this shit fucking just I guess you know what I mean. Like ain't
yeah,
a lot of people don't believe anything's gonna happen, but obviously something like just like this week's energy from Monday to now Friday has built up to a climax. You know what I mean? The same thing is gonna happen in this whole situation. You know what I mean as well. You know what I mean? Because like you said, no, when people ain't gonna be able to eat, that's when we'll see. That's when we'll start seeing
yeah,
some crazy shit. You know what I mean? Like, but
yeah.
right
Like
now, everybody still can
if
go get something to
somebody
eat. You know?
if somebody that you love needs medication and they can't get it, or if somebody that you eat is hungry as fuck and they can't get no food, or any of those types of things. Like, say, for instance, right? Power goes out. You got a grandfather or an uncle or a grandmother or a husband or somebody that literally has a fucking machine plugged up to the wall that keeps him alive.
Right? Or help some
Now, what
breathe.
happens? Right. What happens
Hmm.
when the power goes off? Are you
Yeah.
still cheering for that shit? Who
Right.
you gonna call, bro? Ain't no Ghostbusters
Right.
around this bitch.
Right.
And so like
Yeah.
it's like,
Nobody should
it's
want.
like
Nobody should want
recognizing.
that.
Right. It's like, it's like
Right.
recognizing the power in the collective, right? And
What up,
if you
Matt Jones?
recognize that, then you don't cross the line too far, because you know
Right.
that once you cross the line, that's a cliff, bro. And then you just choom down, down, down till you hit the bottom. And I don't know, man. Maybe it's because I came up in a crazy environment. You know, as my childhood, I grew up in a crazy bunch of bullshit, bro. And maybe that's why I'm like, man, we don't really want this kind of shit, dude. Be honest with
Nah,
you.
we don't. Nah, who wants that, bro? We want. I mean, what do we really see? You know what? I was fucking talking to MJ today, and I can't even really say the statement that I was telling him, but based on all the information that I've gathered, there is a select group of individuals, which I'm not gonna say any names, but it's been already noticed that. So it's like, so what are we gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, what do you do? Like, obviously, the best thing that we hope for is that people who are accountable for the crimes against humanity gets fucking put in the right place, and then the right individuals get put into a place where we reestablish how we do things in general. You know what I'm saying? But nobody wants motherfuckers to die. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody wants the economy to crash and all this crazy shit. What up, crazy lady? All this crazy shit. Nobody. That's not. Well, naturally, you would think that's what you know, the average human with a fucking heart and a fucking consciousness wouldn't want the fuck happen.
And
So, but
brain.
yeah, but you're right. But yeah, but people all day, like I seen you talking these all day. They like, oh my gosh, like the negativity is just wild. It's like, why are y'all promoting this type of shit? Like you want it to fucking happen when it's like I mean, I don't think it's the only option. You know what I mean? Like, obviously there's going to be some sort of, what you want to say, expel and well, some sort of energy expelled in this type of confrontation in life. But you know, nobody wants people to die. I don't. Well, not I don't. At least, you know what I mean. I guess I can't really speak for everybody else, but I would be assuming that most people with heart wouldn't want this shit to go to
You know,
what they're
this is
trying
what
to
I
do.
would say to people too, is like, you know, if you're really so obsessed with the power going out, don't pay your power bill.
Dad.
Let that shit go out. Don't worry about the gas station having gas or not. Just act like they ain't got no gas. Do that for they act like there ain't no food. Okay? And then play your little game by yourself. And when you get tired of living like that, bitch, then go pay your fucking power bill. Take your motherfucking ass down there and get you some food and get you some gas and live like a normal motherfucker. Instead of throwing all this fear out there like a punk bitch. Because I bet you this, I bet you if me and you was face to face, you wouldn't be so motherfucking big and bad. I
Nah,
bet you if you
man, we
wouldn't
was
sit
face to
behind
face.
no fucking punk ass screen, you would be trying to scare people like this with your little punk ass, getting your little goddamn ad revenue off your bullshit you post. Man, people need to wake the fuck up and realize it's money that drives all of this shit.
Yep.
Motherfucker ain't sitting there posting all this shit all day long, curating all this shit all day long without getting paid for it. Elon Musk is cutting checks. Fuck out of here with that. The media gets paid off scaring the fuck out of you.
Yep.
Social media and these people that act like ain't news anchors and the motherfucking mainstream media is no different. None.
Not at all, bro. And it's right in front of your face. They'll tell you. They flat out tell you. You know what I mean? Like, Henry Kissinger. Well, yeah, Dick Cheney. The most recent thing that he wrote, I can't remember, it was a book or some shit that he co-wrote with some guy. And Dick Cheney and the motherfuckers, when they was in office, talked about we needed to, you know, induce. Literally, it's written down like we have to have a Pearl Harbor type of event to induce enough fear to be able to control motherfuckers. It's just as simple as that. Like, I don't know. I mean, you could go look it up for yourself. This is fucking information that you could get. Well, what up, Poe? What up, everybody? Thank y'all for dropping by for this Fire Music Friday. My bad. I do apologize because I don't have a new review for you, but it is ready. I just don't have. It's been a hectic fucking week. I just got it last night from my producer. He's had a hectic fucking week, but I will be dropping 2 of them for y'all next Friday. We will be dropping 2 of them hoes for y'all next Friday. And I sent it to Nova, so if you hear it, you know, we'll be able to also play it as well today. But yeah, just a what's up, everybody? Just to let y'all know.
Well, this is just a reminder too. It doesn't have to be a rapper. It could be your favorite anybody that you listen to, follow, believe in.
Yeah.
But if they're getting paid off of what they're doing, it could be a fucking
Yeah.
lie.
This is the way that the chips fall. I hope you was betting on me. I've been all in since the windfall. Watching the L coming streaks. Never gave up on the old me. Been rapping so long, now I'm OG. Supreme of the valley, that's word of the adage. Just at me if you want the whole thing. And it's on me. I don't like the cap. I don't ever rap what I don't live. Keep the hood on tap. And it's a fact. We're only a fraction of my wrist. See, I'm built like that. I don't want it all. I just wanna ball with my bros. Give it all to the kids when we go. And let them know that your favorite rapper is a lie. Yeah, fuck what they talking, been telling you why. Yeah, you thought they was real, open your eye. Yeah, this shit's not a game, we tryna survive. In a world where music is God, your favorite rapper is a lie. Yeah, fuck what they talking, been telling you why. Yeah, you thought they was real, open your eye. Yeah, this shit's not a game, we tryna survive. In a world where music is God, your favorite rapper is a lie.
This ain't a game. We're trying to survive. You can't survive off fear, bro. Only for so long. Eventually, it's going to turn into a sickness. And you're going to sick. You get like hospitalized. You're going to develop some bad mental illness. Or you're going to have like cancers pop up. Or all kind of fucking shit. Or you're going to like, you're literally going to start losing it to the point to where nobody even wants to be around you. You got to watch yourself, man, because this shit is real.
Yes, sir. You're absolutely right, man. I completely agree. I felt it
Television.
completely.
Tell
Bro,
a
right,
lie through vision, right? Tell a lie
Uh-huh.
through vision. Television.
Mm-hmm.
Social media. Not mainstream media, social media. The social construct of a motherfucker watching a movie and getting all the fear out of it instead of just watching it for what the fuck it is.
Yep.
Damn.
Oh shit.
I'm talking about damn.
Yeah, I feel you, bro.
Woo,
Like
boy.
I
Hey,
saw
you gotta
all
shut
the
that shit off.
bro. As an artist, though, like I look at things objectively, and when you understand yourself and know, like, I truly never die, and I actually exist of everything that ever existed is within inside of me, and I'm here to for a good time, not a long time. That's for sure. And like it becomes a different kind of the way you look at it. That's why people are like, oh, I don't understand how you can listen to all this negative shit, but like everything you research, like when you come back down to it, it ends up being some negative shit, or I mean, or something that's going to impact us with change, which people normally view change as negative. I don't look at things as negative, positive, as negative means bad and positive means good. I look at it as it's a balance. It's a different. I look at it like a man and a woman. You know what I mean? It's just without you don't have power without the negative or the positive. So you have to have all the fuck shit in order to have all of the fucking beauty that we fucking have. It's a duality. We know this. You mean so like all of this shit it should be fucking, you know what I'm saying, embraced on some crazy shit. You mean as fucked up as it seems, when fucked up shit happens for you, you gotta happens to you or around you, you got a choice. You know what I mean? There's a choice. If a tornado wiped out my fucking house right now, I could choose to be fucking mad and upset, or I could fucking choose to fucking do what the fuck I need to do to make things right. You know what I mean? There's no fucking nothing else that you could do. I could be sad and cry, but that's not gonna help the situation. You know what I mean? That's not gonna fucking change what's happening. So it's like, they want to keep you under this state of like you're gonna be fucked over in the end, and they want to keep you. What is it? What do salesmen say? They call it urgency. Create urgency.
Yeah, FOMO.
create,
FOMO.
yeah, FOMO, yeah, create. You know what I'm saying? And all the while, you know what I'm saying? Like nothing's really gonna go nowhere. You know what I mean? Things are definitely gonna change.
I'm not sitting here trying to tell people like, let your guard down. Just, fuck that shit. But what I'm saying is look, if the motherfucking power goes out right now, I don't have to leave my house. You know why?
Yeah.
Because I already got ready for the shit.
Right.
So instead of being scared, instead of motherfucking spreading a bunch of fear, how about this? Just be like, damn, bro, if the shit does go out, y'all know what to do. Go ahead and do that shit now and then you ain't got to
No.
worry about it then.
That's what I was saying, because the conscious stream that I'm connected to, right? People will call it, conspiracy theorists or whatever like that, or preppers, or those type of people. You know what I mean? I watch a lot of those, a lot of that content. Excuse me, that content. I look into a lot of the businesses that they may have started. You know what I mean? Like I'm interested in that type of shit just because of what that old guy said about AI and technology, how he said that we can't,
Mm-hmm.
it's impossible for us to live without it. And I'm like, bro, like, I remember a time that we didn't fucking have this shit at all. Like, what are you saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
it's getting on my fucking nerves that people think that, you know what I mean, without this technology makes us. But it's like we the ones who make this technology what the fuck it is. And because we're fucking
Exactly.
corrupted as a whole species, what you fucking
Well, you know
think this
what?
technology is gonna be?
It's fucking dirty money, bro. That's what the fuck pushes all of it. Powers all this shit. That dirty ass motherfucking money. Fire Music Friday, bitch. Stand the fuck up. We ain't scared of nothing.
Yeah. It's that dirty money. Yeah. Yeah, I be counting dirty money. Smoking no L's and rubber banding hundreds. And I ain't taking no L's, I put that on 100. I made it through myself, and I done climbed that fucking mountain from hell. Yeah, I be counting dirty money. Smoking no L's and rubber banding hundreds. And I ain't taking no L's, I put that on 100. I made it through myself, and I done climbed that fucking mountain from hell. Yeah, I be counting
blessings. I be counting blessings. Every time the phone ring, I be manifesting. Tell the wife to bust it open. I'm trying to create a heaven. Money so dirty, I dress it up like a reverend nigga. I be counting hearses, killing all of these verses. My curses come with a purpose. I spell it out if it's worth it. Casting all this power to conjure up something perfect. Now a nigga breathing fire for putting wings on the
I
serpent.
be counting dirty money. Smoking no L's and rubber banding hundreds. And I ain't taking no L's, I put that on 100. I made it through myself, and I done climbed that fucking mountain from hell. Yeah, I be counting dirty money. Smoking no L's and rubber banding hundreds. And I ain't taking no L's, I put that on 100. I made it through myself, and I done climbed that fucking mountain from hell. Yeah, I be counting
lessons. I be counting lessons. Never took a L unless rolling something impressive. A million streams down and they still sleep on the message. When you get it out the mud, it ain't nothing that they can question, nigga. I be moving mountains, too many for me to count them. Everybody gon' eat, that chalice flow like a fountain. Dirty money come in, I divide her up on the counter. No measure for our success when the balance is truly
I
ours.
be counting dirty money. Smoking no L's and rubber banding hundreds. And I ain't taking no L's, I put that on 100. I made it through myself, and I done climbed that fucking mountain from hell.
I feel you, crazy lady. Even though I don't have a relationship with my dad, I'm the son of a goddamn Marine. I lived all over the world. Motherfuckers ain't scared of shit, man.
Yeah, I be counting dirty money. Smoking no L's and rubber banding hundreds. And I ain't taking no L's, I put that on 100. I made it through myself, and I done climbed that fucking mountain from hell. Yeah, I be counting.
Hey, there's an energy, man, and I'm gonna make you motherfuckers feel me. It ain't no need to be scared because some punk bitch Bill Gates says so.
Right.
You know what? I ain't getting no motherfucking vaccine. I'm straight.
Me
I'm
neither,
straight. I had COVID. You know what? I had that COVID hair loss. I had some long, thick goddamn hair. My shit came back. I ain't go bald, but it got thin to the point where I was like, you know what? I'm finna cut my hair. And I solved my own problem. I ain't say, oh, I'm finna go get the vaccine. Oh, I'm gonna go get the vaccine because, oh my God. Oh Lord.
They own that shit again, bro.
I'll
They own that
wait to
stupid
call
ass
the
shit again. And then they out here like they out here already restricting travel on niggas just to talking about carbon emissions and shit. Like, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, you said it our very first Twitter space. It was one of our topics. You was like, bro, I kind of feel like they trying to get niggas back in the house again, and I was in February. And then here we come.
Motherfuckers been trying to do that shit since 2020.
There's actually laws and shit in place for that. You know what I mean? Like right in New York, for example, like if you sick, they can fucking either lock you in your house or they can take you to quarantine indefinitely if they wanted to. So like it's wild right now. So and that shit actually passed like I don't know, I think this week or last week. You know what I mean? Well, actually, I ain't gonna say it passed. It in like 2019 or 2021 or some shit around that time, and then it got I guess the senator or whatever he amended it or vetoed it or he put it to the side like nah we ain't about to do that. You know what I mean? But then he amended his amendment and fucking they made him fucking and it went through recently. So that was some shit that they had planned for a while ago. But now, you know, that's real. They really trying to scare the fuck out of niggas right now. Again, all over again. I mean a lot of people ain't really falling for that type of bullshit anymore, for that type of fear mongering. You know what I mean? Like most of the people that I know at least are.
You
He
there?
said they can put us back in the house if they want to and turn that printer back on. I feel, I feel you,
No.
man. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, man. I made the most money that I ever made in my entire well,
You
if you
know
want to
what?
talk about my
All
career making
everybody.
money,
Bro, there you go. See, that's it. Ding, 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 ding.
yeah,
Motherfuckers make money during fuck shit. The ones that
yeah,
ride the wave and don't get scared and go crazy and they just ride the wave and just kind of follow the way of the motherfucking the way of the energy. Because
yeah.
if we made money, right? If I bought a fucking house during COVID, I bought
Mm-hmm.
cars and shit. I paid out.
Motherfuckers
I
thought I
paid
was
shit off,
crazy. I
bro.
had a
If
baby
I
during
did
COVID.
that shit, homie, what the fuck do you think these motherfuckers did that was in on it? They made so
Right.
much goddamn money, bro.
Bro, that was the crumbs, bro. Like that's what happens. But this is a different type of scenario because the problem with the last time is like they're like, oh fuck, we forgot to inflate all the prices. All right, well we're gonna make sure we do that next time. And so that was just a result of. There's really no reason why all the products in our store shit is priced the way that they price, other than the fact that they're taking back all of that money that everybody was able to make if you didn't make the right moves or save some money from that year. You know what I mean? Where you made a bunch more money. This is where the get back is. And that's why I was like, oh, y'all think that stimulus shit wasn't no get back? They was gonna get back every fucking dime of that shit. You know what I mean? Like, because now they just taxing the fuck out of everything. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
and that's why I told motherfuckers, I'm like, all this free money, and like you said, all this free money ain't good. You know what I mean? But if they gonna give it to me, I'm gonna take it because it's free money. You know what I'm saying? But
Right. I mean,
all this
I'm
free
gonna I'm
money
gonna
ain't fucking.
realize that like this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna realize that if these motherfuckers are paying, like I had a like, okay, so if they're going to send me COVID checks and give me unemployment for that motherfucking long, are you kidding me that I'm not going to
Yeah.
save some of that shit, put it back, put it into an investment? Because I already know, bro. Once you give
Mm-hmm.
it, motherfucker, they finna take it, homie.
They about
One
to
way
get
or
that.
another.
They about to get it back
All day, man.
all
All
day, man.
fucking day
It is.
long.
They about to
You
get
know
it back.
what?
Believe
It,
that,
it
bro.
it's just a perfect time to hear if you could just digest the lyrics in this song. Take out the bombs, take out the planes and ships and tanks and all that. What kind of war is upon us right now? I ain't getting hit with no bomb. I don't know nobody that has. I'm not saying that it hadn't, but I'm just saying that war ain't on me. What war is on us? Ask yourself that question. Then focus on that. If you ain't getting bombed, but you're hurting financially, get on your fucking grind. Don't worry about what the fuck they say. They ain't about shit.
to be supreme. What are the odds of it? In a place where our wars define what honor is. Every day we having battles with all kind of shit. But it's up beside the mirror where the challenge lives. Face to face with the ruler of our universe, and we can never see she's reflecting all of our inner work. Our intentions should be something other than riches. Our values don't match our value. We live in a contradiction. Listen, we ask for eternity and we got something more. Now we run away from life just to go to war. Embracing all the struggle like it's a distant brother. Not learning there's no struggle if we embrace each other. But this money got y'all acting different. Ain't no activism, cause activists don't act on a common interest. They want you to choose a side. They divide, you get conquered. The winners get the honor of ranking you as a monster. Cause this is war. Yeah, this is war. They telling us his story, but it's not the truth. Let alone even relevant to me or you. Tell him eat your stardust when you rolling through. Cause his body ain't nothing but a cosmic coupe. And that's the very thing these humans try to hide from you. They don't want you to see the God that lies inside of
These humans try to hide from you. They don't want you to see the God that lies inside of you. Because if you knew the God that lies inside of you, you would know how motherfucking powerful you are to accept or reject anything.
you. In this information war, we're being lied to. Because there is no Messiah that is provided to you. There is no supreme being that lives outside of self. And if you don't believe me, your denial's felt. So who am I to try to empower the powerless? Cause for the truth, I push courage out of a coward's chest. Pull verses from universes to encourage purpose. So every rhyme is like a pregnant virgin, birthing diamonds from a lifeless surface. A rising serpent to the eye. Climb that ladder on a spine as we remind the mind that this is war.
That's right, crazy lady. You love your life. And these powers that be, they fucking hate that shit. Don't they? If you love your life during the time that they're trying to make you fucking hate it, they can't stand that shit, boy. Woo. God, just think about it.
For real though, cause let's just be real though. You know what I mean? Like it gets real. It's shitty for some motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like it's not fucking fun. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of fucking shit that niggas have to do in order to fucking. You got kids. There's so many different scenarios and situations. You know that you have, and not everybody's gonna have the time, the money, or whatever to make it all happen for themselves how they need it to happen. Well, that's when you have a community, you have a community of people that you be able to lean on, and you have what do they call that? Just some kind of support.
Some support.
System. Yeah, a support system. And that's where that comes in. But all in all, you know what I mean? If I wake up, like my nigga Benji was saying, if I got a little bit to eat, something on my roof, like nigga, I'll walk everywhere I gotta go if I got to. I don't even need a car. Like nigga, I'm not tripping. Like we gotta move in that type of bliss. Like I'm not even tripping. Like, yeah, of course all this shit is fucking retarded and for the birds. Of course they're taxing us out of the wazoo. Of course, this is the same reason, war starts. And of course, motherfuckers is dying all over the fucking place from illnesses and all type of fucking crazy shit to do. But what the fuck is me being absorbing all of that and allowing it to depress me, you know what I mean, gonna do for anybody else around me or myself? It's not gonna help or do
exactly
anything, you know what I'm saying? So
and
you have to
I think the expectations,
you cherish the shit you can't see, like
exactly the expectations that you hold make sure that you can actually live up to those expectations. If not, lower those expectations into your ball field, into your area of reach. Because if not, then you're just going to feel bad on yourself all the time because you're not where somebody else is. But in all reality, it's not about that. That's what this society makes us think, is that everybody's supposed to be keeping up. Everybody deserves a trophy. No, 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 no. That's not true. Okay. And I know it's hard to take, but the reality of all of this is that you control what the fuck's going on. You do. You might be in a society that puts pressure on you to go take a vaccine, but you don't have to. Your job might tell you, if you don't take this vaccine, you're getting fired, but you don't have to take the
Oh, good
vaccine.
news. A lot
See,
of
that's what gets me when people say,
side note on that.
well,
No,
people
no,
were,
no.
when people,
They had to give people a lot of jobs back recently. I just seen a read article about it.
exactly.
Side
That's what
note,
I'm
but go
saying.
ahead. I was just like,
That,
that's something to clap for.
and think about that. Think about that when they do the jobs report, right? So I don't know if anybody keeps up with them, stuff
Yeah, I
like
be
that. But
looking
like
at that
when the
shit
government
sometimes.
comes with these jobs reports, they're telling us all these jobs have been filled. Well, no shit, bro, because the whole fucking world basically shut down a couple years ago. So obviously there's going to be a bunch of new jobs. Y'all just are recording them as new jobs and not replaced jobs. I mean, fucking common fucking sense will get you through a lot of life. And I mean, I might sound like I'm an educated Harvard scholar motherfucker, but I ain't. I got some common sense. You know what I mean?
Shit,
Come on,
yeah.
man. Like, and
No,
that
you right
fear,
though.
bro, that fear will make you turn left when you're really
It's
supposed to
been
go right.
it's been
Think about it.
turned all the way up, bro. Like, you know what? This one dude said it the best, man. Like, he's like, when you understand you're being controlled by something, if there's someone or something that you cannot criticize or that you can't speak upon. You know what I'm saying? And then people think you, like you said, people think that you crazy or whatever for thinking like that or understanding like this is how it works. It worked all around the world. If you question the Nazis, you know what I mean, or if you know talk bad about them, what happened to you in Germany? Same thing with the Soviets and the USSR. What happened there? What happens in China if you fucking show what the fuck's
Right.
going
And we
on
don't
in
have to
China?
say it, but we don't have to say
Yeah,
it, but just think of the one group that in the United States of America, just like you said back in the days, if you said something bad about this group, you'd get beheaded
yeah,
or put this
yeah.
or that. Well, what's the one group
That
that
you can't
even if the most
criticize, man.
famous person comes out and says something against them, they get everything fucking taken from them until they act right?
Right.
And then
Think
and
of
once you answer that to yourself under your breath, so you don't speak it out, right? Then you'll know what the fuck's going on in this motherfucking reality.
Right. So then once you get that, right, and then you know like a lot of the shit that people are talking about is like this is actually the truly of or a process in which to start, a new way of life. You know what I mean? Like how many times have they been trying to tell y'all this? You know what I'm saying? Like and then everybody's like freaking out about all this crazy shit happening and it's changing and all this shit changing and then this being happening and these laws being passed and these pedophiles getting off and this and everybody's all focused on and I'm like, y'all motherfuckers wild because
Hey,
nobody is pointing out that who the fucking real enemy is. Like
hey,
nobody
check
is
it out,
being
bro.
like, what up?
I'm gonna hit. I'm gonna hit. I'm gonna hit with a. This is this is a. You could go either way with this, but I'm gonna see if people understand what I'm saying. Okay, who or what group of people was responsible for white people and black people to even fucking encounter in the same goddamn continent? Answer that goddamn
Oh
question
my
for me.
god.
And then I want to ask, who the fuck made white people and black people forced to fuck with each other?
Uh,
And then who made them fucking hate each other? And once you answer them goddamn questions, you'll know what the fuck I know. And that's all I got to say about that shit, man. Period. You think some redneck ass
no,
motherfucker from the South went over to goddamn Africa and kidnapped some motherfuckers and brought them up in here and put them in slavery? Man, come the fuck on. Who had the money? It all goes back to the money. Who had the money? Who still got the money? Who runs everything? Man, come on, man.
no.
We play
I guess hold on, let me just
Shit, I'm
tell
finna
you,
go the fuck off, boy. Get me in a goddamn boxing ring. I'll beat the fuck out of somebody right now.
I just wanna, there's a book. I bookmarked this book,
Oh my
right?
god, bro.
I bookmarked this book, and I'm trying to find this book that will help. That will just be like, okay, yeah, you can go get the information.
Hey, yeah, check it out. It's the new American Savage, goddamn it.
Yes, sir.
Their God died.
Tap in.
When you got that book, let me know.
You see? And this is also a plot on them. These are our humans.
Listen,
And I say we all belong to each other.
Listen
But
up,
our smartest people watch their greatest dream of finding an external God die. They've become death, destroyer of worlds.
Yo, most these guys want Hollywood. All I want is that real shit. I put the game on silent mode, so all I see is that real shit. I'm full circle, all degrees, full spectrum. All I need is a womb and a full moon, full bloom. I run right through that sunlight to the realm of the unbegotten. No light, like everything came from black. This is the alchemy, now you can see it. I brought it up out of me. Now you can feel it, my vibrationality. Taurus and Scorpio, Venus and Mars. I am the voice of the galaxy. I speak and create my reality. I am on fire, that water is burning inside of my eye. Everything audibly turning inside of my mind, converted to time. Now you can see how I see it. I know that seeing is believing. Soon as I made the incision inside of myself, made a decision to fly. Open your mind. All they gon' say is I'm tripping by how I deliver vibrational light.
Hey.
All they gon' say is I'm missing by how I position these thoughts in my mind. All they gon' say is I'm missing by how I be saying I never could.
You hear that shit? All they gonna tell you is you're wrong. Every fucking time you hit on that real shit, they're gonna tell you you're fucking wrong, man.
All they gon' say is I'm tripping. Now watch how I light up the earth with my eye.
Because they're in the box.
Because they're in the goddamn box. And we think outside of that bitch. Fucking bastards. You find that book?
Nah. Oh, well, actually, I did, but I can't say the title per se because it will give away everything.
And see and then think about this. Think about who owned the publishing company that published that book. It's the same motherfuckers, bro. And then they put that title on that bitch to where if you say it, then you're that motherfucker.
Hey,
they think it out so much.
Who you think the Spaniards and the Europeans? Who do you think they were paying their boat or ship mortgage to? Think about it like that.
There you go. There you go.
Who do you think was the financee, the monk who loaned the money to the king to finance and build and make slave ships? Those are the guys you need to look at for sure.
Yep.
Just whoever you can't criticize. It's a group of people in America and around the world that if you say anything, for example, great example, right? So there was a guy recently who did just that. He was the Turkish parliament member, and he had a heart attack just after speaking against the people that you can't speak about at a convention. And he literally had a heart attack right after he said some shit. right after he said some things that would be schmatic.
Well, not too long ago, there's a guy that, I don't necessarily know this dude, so I don't know, what he's really got going on. But I know that he was considered a billionaire. And he came out and said some stuff. And days later, he was not a billionaire. And then weeks later, he was apologizing for it. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Can you, wait a minute. So basically what you're going to tell me here is if you were in a classroom, right? And the teacher looked at you first day and said, okay, class, everybody in this motherfucker can kill, rape, and beat the shit out of and steal lunch money. But them two motherfuckers back there, you fucking look at them wrong and you're done. If that right there don't make sense, bro, then I can't fuck with you. I'm sorry. Because if you can't understand that literally There's people being fucking protected from all odds. And
There's
why?
a company that you could look up. Look up this company called APAC. AIPAC. AIPAC. Here, I'll put it in the comments for you guys. It's an acronym. And then I want you to go and look up everything that they fund or recently started funding in 2021 and what they funded previously to 2021. I'm telling y'all, man, like this is wild because technically there's a group of people who have bounced around from nation to nation for thousands of years. Every time the king found out that, like, you know, this fractional banking and shit, the way the like reserve banking was against the law, like charging interest, charging money for money was against every law in every kingdom back in the day. But there was a group of people who practiced in this and they went from country to country. This dude in his book talks about how they were kicked out of a country or a location 1,003 times in their entire existence. And they would do what's happening to us today. You know, we work hard, they tax the bread, they take that bread, we try to spend the bread, we get taxed on that, and then
I was about to say, now you know you get taxed, and then every fucking time you spend, you get taxed, and into the end of the year, you get taxed. What the fuck is going on, man? Shit, I don't know about anybody else, but if somebody knows where there's a tea party at, invite me, goddammit.
There's a few of them.
Invite me to the tea party. I'll bring some tea. I don't give a fuck.
Bringing that black tea.
I don't give a fuck. I get threats every day any fucking way. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Y'all pussy ass motherfuckers want to goddamn threaten me, find my fucking phone number and shit, send me goddamn voicemails trying to extort me and shit, text messages and shit. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. You motherfuckers think I'm scared of you bitch ass motherfuckers? You crazy as fuck.
This shit
Man.
is so deep. It's wild, bro. This shit is
Boy,
so
you crazy,
deep.
but you better catch me when I ain't strapped the fuck up. That's all I know, because I'm going to bust your goddamn head off. I don't give a fuck.
I'm just trying to make it out to Cali Yuga. All this fucking darkness, you know how we do it. All these guns and drugs, you know how we do it. Get it out that mud, you know.
You listen to this podcast, Hernandez? Is that you, bitch?
How we do it. Yeah, I'm just trying to make it out to Cali Yuga. All this fucking darkness, you know how we do it.
Hernandez, oh bitch ass motherfucker.
All these guns and drugs, you know how we do it. Ain't no fucking love, you know how they do us.
Yeah, eyes out. They want a nigga blind to this shit. Fuck.
They want everybody blind to this shit.
Around, find out. Niggas really God in this bitch. Woo. Just watch how I move.
Hey.
It's all in my genes. DNA of an 80s baby. I should have been born with a triple beam. Now that's balance. Bitch, I trap hard. NASCAR with that pack. Hit the gas, make them circle back. Niggas got Jesus running laps. Told them then I keep with that bag. I'm in the 12th house with them 9 guys. Pushing fire all through this tripod. Holding yo God in the glass.
Big thing to remember is, when the awakening starts happening, they know it.
For sure.
And when they know it, they know their time's up and they got to make some goddamn moves. And that's what's happening, people.
Left the field talk for them field niggas. Whips and chains are a real killer. No mask on, so it feel realer. I'm not black, I'm God. Still, nigga. So try Jesus, don't try me, or you gon' end up in your fucking grave quicker, nigga.
I'm just trying to make it out to Cali Yuga. All this fucking darkness, you know how we do it. All these guns and drugs, you know how we do it. Get it out that mud, you know how we do it. Yeah, I'm just trying to make it out to Cali Yuga. All this fucking darkness, you know how we do it. All these guns and drugs, you know how we do it. Ain't no fucking love, you know how they do us. Yeah, I blow smoke in the devil's face. Loud enough to keep hell hot. Cold enough to make your bezel break. All this dope in my trap house. A nigga fuck around, might catch a case. Press pills, fentanyl, nigga fuck around, see Baphomet. Ain't no love, this triple black. They'll shoot it out like Cinemax. Then double back with a bigger strap. It's a different path, but they into that. Yeah, fuck around, play with the guys of the dark, nigga, you'll get death.
Think about this, bro.
Oh,
Think about this real quick. Why do they say neo-Nazi, but then they try to say that the neo-Nazi is a white man with shaved head against black people, when in all reality, it started out the same motherfucking way as you remember it, as history tells it. The neo-Nazi and the fucking Nazis the same goddamn thing, believe in the same goddamn thing. The motherfucking Nazis had black Germans fighting in the goddamn shit.
Man, you can't share
So-
share pictures in here. I tried to share a picture of these royals I found. Y'all gotta see this shit.
Some pictures you can
And some,
share,
yep.
and some you can't.
Yep.
You won't let me send this one.
Yeah, it's probably, you might have to like screenshot that bitch, because I know that if the actual metadata is in there anywhere at all, then they can say that's how they can block it. Unless there's an AI that can recognize motherfucking images as for what they are. You know what I'm saying? But usually they still keep that metadata tacked in that bitch to where they can keep it from coming in. But man, I'm not saying that, and I also want to say, like, neo-Nazi, you think about that, and you think about this, like, if you think about the Ku Klux Klan, the KKK, if you were to go back and to research against the grain where it actually started and where it actually came from and what it actually means, you'd probably throw the fuck up.
Yeah, fuck around, play with the fire, the L nigga, you'll get wet. Yeah, cocaine, Mary Jane, we done had it all on the interstate. Yeah, cocaine, heroin, seen them put it all in they veins. Yeah, brain full of octane, OG to the face. Yeah, shit, ain't nothing changed. Nigga still tripping and I'm feeling like Cobain. Yeah, I'm just trying to make it out to Caliuga.
He said, feeling like Cobain, like, bitch, I don't give a fuck. Shit.
All this fucking darkness, you know how we do it. All these guns and drugs, you know how we do it. Get it out that mud, you know how we do it. Yeah, I'm just trying to make it out to Caliuga. All this fucking darkness, you know how we do it.
And that's it, man. We're all just trying to make it out of what a small group of people continue to keep us in. But we don't see it, though. We don't hear it, though. All we hear is what they want us to fucking know. And that's it, man.
Because if you
How we do it. All these guns and drugs, you know how we do it. Ain't no fucking love, you know how they do us.
Ain't no fucking love. You know how they do us.
It's like this.
Anytime they say that, oh, it's because think about it now.
Let me
The
just
Clintons, which used to be the most awesome, right? They straight up said that young black males was predators and need to be in prison.
Yeah. Biden's one of the dudes who wrote the 3-strike rule.
Biden was in a fucking courtroom saying the word nigger. He literally said that in the fucking court, bro, to the Senate and Congress. And this motherfucker's the president calling me racist.
So
wow,
bro. You guys didn't do your research yet, or for the ones who might have, just started chilling back listening. APAC has funded every almost, I'll say 90, it's like 95, 96% of every politician in both our House and Senate. They didn't just lobby for them. They literally sent these niggas checks. All of them.
See, every time, bro, I bring the goddamn fire and you just bring the fucking water to solidify the whole shit once again. It's like, I'm going to hit you in the fucking face.
So these politicians, every last one of them on our Congress, including our president, and vice president all get paid by this one organization. So, if that's the case, it completely explains why everything is the way that it is.
Right, because why doesn't that
if
organization
if
just support one side? Think about
right,
that. If that organization just supported Democrats or Republicans, I could understand. But that motherfucker supports the whole goddamn shit.
everything,
So how can you support everything?
all the opposing sides that are all the polls, they on all the polls, bro. And then you ask yourself, what does y'all know? I'm gonna say APAC is stands for American and Israeli Alliance Coalition or some shit like that. Some shit like that. So why does a coalition started by Americans in Israel donate money to every single politician in our Congress and Senate, or House and Senate, so the whole Congress? For what?
And then you got to ask yourself, as a foundation, as a where do they get the money from? Right?
Right.
Like, because over here it's like everything's recorded. Whoever
That's
donates this, that, and the third,
yep,
But like when you do that way, we don't fucking know.
right.
So at the end of the day, who's funding? I know you finna say this. Who's funding our goddamn government? And then who do we give the most money to?
Yeah.
And why?
Yeah. That's who gives the politicians the money. It's like I said, it's not even a lobbyist thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not even like they're paying a lobbyist to get this. No, they send, like, politicians even joke about it. Like, hey, you get your APAC check yet? Like, that's something they all know about. Like, hey, you get your APAC? I ain't get my APAC yet. You get your APAC? What?
And then the other ones will be like, ha ha ha. Well, you know why you didn't get your APAC, right? And they're
You
like,
know why
yeah,
you
I
didn't
do.
get your
I'm
APAC.
yep. I'm don't worry. I'm doing my I'm getting my re-education done. I'll be back.
Oh, yep. I'm gonna fix it. Yep. And that's wild, bro. Like, that's wild, bro. Like, what the fuck does a coalition that was originated to build the relationship of America and Israel? Like, they didn't support any presidential candidates or nominees or politicians until 2021.
Right, and think about this, bro. Like, let's give the actual definition of coalition. I mean, I don't know, I don't know it verbatim, but I know that the definition of, or I could look it up, the definition of coalition, though, doesn't it mean that like a group of people are coming together for a movement?
Okay. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. I wish y'all could see their fucking. Oh my gosh. This shit is never mind. I'm not even gonna say the word. This shit is a fucking Star of David with the fucking American flag in the form of with the colors and with the stars and the red and blue stripes. But it's the shape of it, the outline of it is the Star of David. And
Right. And that flag, our flag, the United States of America's flag, is actually not the original flag.
so it's
That
a
is the flag
national.
that was installed by you know who.
So it's actually a national organization with more than 3 million grassroots members who want to strengthen and expand the U.S./Israel relationship, and who we support and what we lobby for view our policy agenda. And
The definition of coalition per Google is Oxford language, an alliance for combined action, especially a temporary alliance of political parties forming a government or of states. The party was only able to
I'm
govern
sorry.
in coalition with 3 or even 4 parties. So, I mean,
Let me take that back. It's not even a coalition. It's an American Israel Public Affairs Committee.
oh God.
It's a committee of people, not a coalition of people. Sorry, that's my fault.
Wow. So that means it's even more like, put together because a committee is chosen.
Yeah.
So who chose those people? Wonder that. I wonder if we keep on asking questions, if we find answers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ah, dang, bro.
Yeah, bro. Right there. If, like, all right, if you lived in quote unquote communist Russia at a specific time period, even kind of to this day, I would say you couldn't get on a soapbox and say, hey, this is what's happening. This is wrong. We need to change. Here's evidence of this shit. Blah, 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 blah. It doesn't matter if there was only 2 people listening to you on that soapbox. They would take your ass to jail and lock you up under the jail. Okay? You go to Cuba or communist anywhere where the regime, somebody just like, oh, this is some fucked up shit happening, and then they always end up erased or locked up under the jail. I mean, you could go to every motherfucking country and seeing that happen. So in America, it's a little different. If you get 2-3 people in front of you in your soapbox, America really doesn't care if you're out here spilling the truth. But as soon as you get a crowd of over 100 motherfuckers start listening to you on your soapbox, now it's a fucking problem. And normally it's a group of people that's being criticized for their actions because this one group of people have control over the entire operation of the United States of America. Everything, you name it, AIPAC has donated to them. You name it, every last one of them. They've given money to, and they're a 3 million member committee. There's only 365 million people in the United States, and there's a group of 3 million motherfuckers that run it all, basically.
Whew. Well, I'm gonna ask you something off subject. So the song that you sent me, what's that about?
Oh, Malcolm.
This is labeled Malcolm, yeah.
Yeah, it's labeled Malcolm. I don't even know what the fuck to call it. It was almost like a perfect thing that it's upbeat, high tempo, fun, energetic, kind of little track. I might call it Sorry I'm Late or some shit because it was supposed to release today. But for our listeners, you more than welcome to bust that out because that's what was supposed to get dropped today. And it'd have been a good balance to today's energy.
All right, cool. Well, another new one. I don't know what it's going to be called when you get to see it on your streaming, but right now we're going to go with Malcolm. SOTOV.
Grand rising, hope everybody rolls with a purpose. The perfect timing is never perfect when riding serpents. Hopped off the Mamba to tell your mama I'm back to working. I know y'all miss me, but daddy grabbed the bag for a service. Then logos hit me, so every day I've been killing. Everything that he sent me, I kinda feel like a villain. He's sacrificing his beat, so I'ma make sure we eat. Look how this guy move as I dance to the devil's beat. That's balance, bitch. Don't confuse it on what they counterfeit. I'm full of love, but can drown you in on a power trip. I move with peace, so these cowards think that I'm weak. But only in 7 days I create what they cannot be. Enough with the metaphysics, you probably won't even get it. My purpose is too explicit to find a box it can fit in. Manifested division to see without a prediction. I'm open, just come and read me, expanding your comprehension. My life's goal, watch the story unfold. Could witness some of the greatest who probably never be famous. But to say we not the shit, we'll be lying out your anus. We the reason for the shit, but that ain't where I aim and shit. We ain't even aiming, just load it up and start spraying. So if we land the heat, it's probably because we playing too much.
Well, man, I was. We can play that bitch again. I don't know if people heard them lyrics or not.
Another good spell. Affirmation, everybody. Grand rising, hope everybody rolls with a purpose. The perfect timing is never perfect when riding serpents. Hopped off the mom, but to tell your mama I'm back to working. I know y'all miss me, but daddy grabbed the bag for a service. Then logos hit me, so every day I've been killing. Everything that he sent me, I kinda feel like a villain. He's sacrificing his beats, so I'ma make sure we eat. Look how this guy move as I dance to the devil's beat. That's balance, bitch. Don't confuse it on what they counterfeit. I'm full of love, but can drown you in on a power trip. I move with peace, so these cowards think that I'm weak. But only in 7 days I create what they cannot be. Enough with the metaphysics, you probably won't even get it. My purpose is too explicit to find a box it can fit in. Manifested the vision to see without a prediction. I'm open, just come and read me, expanding your comprehension. My life's goal, watch the story unfold. Could witness some of the greatest who probably never be famous. But to say we not the shit, we'll be lying out your anus. We the reason for the shit, but that ain't where I aim and shit. We ain't even aiming, just load it up and start spraying. So if we land the heat, it's probably because we playing too much. Let's go. I'm giving you all of my love, so you can visualize all of my pain. I scorch you with all of this fire, just to grow you with all of my rain. I'm giving you what I embody, cause what I embody is part of you too. But you must have forgot, somewhere down your whole road line, the program took over your truth. And this is why I came, to leave my legacy in flames. So pick up a torch, carry me forth, and let my light create the way. It's been too long playing slave. If I free this now, could we behave? Other than that of a creature that's strange. You wanna tame God, then capture his brain. Listen, a bird born to the cage thinks flying is ill, yet they don't wanna catch this cold. So now they're alone, cause the coop was flown. When that roof got blown, I shed the skin till the truth gets shown. Till that 10th gate open and we see that throne in the room where the gods are grown. Open your universe, immerse through this inverse, and see the path that we stumble on. It's made of self-hate. But if we valued each other over our different ways, instead of killing the strangers with hopes of better days, we would live forever instead of living for the grave. So show me your worth, what you bring in earth. Do you ever show love for the things that you hate? Do you ever show patience for the things that can wait? Man, show me your worth, yeah, show me your worth, what you bring in earth. Do you ever give something that you can't get back? Do you ever see the truth being live on the fact? Man, show me your worth, yeah, what you bring in earth. Will it save and protect, or will it get paid and neglect the rest? Or do you preserve and respect what's left? Man, show me your worth, yeah, show me your worth. Too many souls walk around here frontin'. You can have all that money and still have nothing. All of my small motherfuckers show me something.
Yeah, fuck the Messiah, fuck the Messiah. Cause me, I know the Most High, and I know where that infinite dwell. So why would I go outside of myself and lie to myself? Fire and light all up inside of myself. Yes, I am God. They wanna separate everything great, tell me to wait on the savior of space. Meanwhile our people are dying and they just replying it's coming, just wait. The fuck do you think? I mean really just think. Languages play DOS to the brain, so everything spoken is framed by shape. You can give knowledge to a man, but you can't make him think. I am just bridging the bird and the snake. Further my verses get under the surface, the more I reveal what is under my face. I am indeed multi-dimensional, human supreme. More you connect with the words that I speak, just know I reside in the spaces between. So fuck your Messiah, fuck your Messiah. Cause me, I know the Most High, and I know where that infinite dwell. So why would I go outside of myself and lie to myself? Fire and light all up inside of myself. Yes, I am God.
So show me your worth, what you bring in earth.
And you know what, Benji? I'm going to answer your question right there. So why would I go outside of myself and lie to myself? Even though there's fire and light all inside of myself, I am God. The reason why people do that, not people like me, not people like you, but the reason why people do that is for that fucking money.
For sure.
And the group of people that we've been talking about, they control that. And that's why people are doing this, because the money gets you the power, the respect, and the sex.
Yeah.
And that's all it's about.
And
when
it's
people
so
really
wild.
start going down that path, you know what I'm saying? Just go,
Yeah.
yeah, right. Just go down that path. And it's like, well, wait a minute. What can't a normal person living a normal life really access that much? Except for like from his, the people that's right around him. Money, power, respect, and sex. I mean, so I just wanted to commend you on goddamn saying that part. Because that's so like, man, I mean, once people just understand that, like, you ain't got to go outside of your values. When going outside of yourself is outside of your value. You don't have to go outside of your values to live happy just because you're told that. You got plenty of fire and light right
Yeah,
inside
a
of
lot of
you,
people don't
and you got
realize
everything you need.
that most millionaires or people who aren't living, you know what I mean, or living the way that they're living, or like the American dream, put it like that. Most people who are quote unquote living the American dream, people don't understand like how much fucked up shit that they have done to fucking get there. There are no billionaires on the face of this earth that haven't done fucked up shit to even their own people in order to get there. You know what I mean? The thing about it, like in this world, like there's only so much of yourself that you got to be willing to sacrifice to be able to have. And there's people who like Nova. He's like, man, you get this much, and this is what you get from me, and that's it, motherfucker. Because the rest I'm keeping it for myself. And then that goes for that helps his energy, helps him save that shit, and that reflects from the spiritual down. But like a lot of people ain't realizing that like there's not many good people who have that much money.
Hell yeah. Shit,
You
I
know what I'm
came from a
saying?
family. I came from one of the poorest families in Mass, and my mom was born in the orphanage, boy. We came from the mud. You know what I'm saying? My dad came from the deep south fighting the KKK and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I still got the newspaper article where my cousin Tom Lowry was lynched by the KKK down in Alabama. You know what I'm saying? So
What
shit.
part of Alabama, bro?
Montgomery,
Oh,
Birmingham.
okay. Gump, Monkey Town, the Gump.
Yeah.
Montgomery. Yeah, I know a lot of people from there. Matter of fact, I lived in Alabama, but I was way south than Montgomery. Well, I was about 2 hours south of Montgomery. I was on the Alabama-Florida line, but Montgomery's wild, boy.
Oh
And
yeah.
yeah, it used to be like that for
My
real. It
pop's
was like,
83, he's still wild. You know what I'm saying? He wake up every day
oh
and talk about
man,
all the fights and shit he been in. Still.
bro, we should do an episode, bro.
Hell yeah. He be listening to us
Or either
he be listening to us every day, for real.
Shit, we need to get some of that info on here.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that's real. That's real. Like, that's not just his story as history. That's
What
like,
up, Roya?
that wasn't a group of people that wrote the history and documented how they wanted people to see it. That's like, that's 83 years of motherfucking history out of his mouth,
Yeah.
which is a lot more valuable than us digging on Google.
Oh, for sure.
Sure.
But it goes to show you though, man, like when you start doing your research and you start actually, even your own family research and shit like that, like you'll find out like it's been like this for a long time. We're doing good, Roy. Just having a Fire Music Friday. We was just discussing, our free world. It's the energy today is a 7 in numerology, so it's been one of those days kind of full of questions and answers and pretty much a high energy, but at the same time, we keeping it fun for Friday. How I should say that. We keeping it fun, huh? But yeah. No,
A Friday fun day.
Friday fun day, right? And Benji was just telling us about a little bit of his family history and where they had came from Alabama, but down there in Alabama. But you're absolutely right, man. But all that narrative.
Hey, but that's what, Benji? You know what's funny, bro? Is check this out. So my dad's dad, right? My grandfather, him and his brother were found on the side of the road in Florida, North Florida. So I don't even know where the fuck I came from, for real. And
Bro,
he and my brother, check this out, homie. He and his brother, which would be my great uncle, they ain't look like white people.
Mm-hmm.
So he marries my grandmother, and they have
You
kids.
definitely got a different look to you for sure.
Oh, I know. I've been told that my whole life. It's like always like all the white kids would be like, say some shit like, you don't really look white. And then the black motherfuckers be like, bitch, you don't look black. I'm like, motherfucker, I look like in between y'all bitches is what I look like. You know what I mean? But anyway, but the thing is, bro, is like, that's crazy that you're, you got some roots from Alabama, and so do I, but I don't know where the fuck my shit all the way comes from. And then my
in the
dad,
same tree,
like, bro,
bro.
that's what I'm about to
For
say,
real.
man. Because look, my dad and all of his brothers and sisters, they're dark complected, like Italian dark, right? And then jet black hair.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you believe it or not, though, right? There was a Curtis plantation in Alabama, and that's where they say my people come from.
Bro,
Yeah,
that's
my people still
crazy.
got 200 acres down there.
This is crazy.
You see
Oh
what I'm
God, what was you
saying? You know
saying,
what I
Benji?
mean? Like,
I said my people still got 200 acres down there. It's been in the family for over 100 years.
they better. I
Damn.
bet you the government can't take it because before they passed the law where you can't bury your loved ones on your property, they probably was burying loved ones on the property, so the government can't fucking touch their fucking land at all.
Yeah,
See, people don't know that tidbit of information too.
Story. Yeah, it's a deep story for sure.
Man, that's wild.
It is, man. It's wild as fuck because, I mean, they was like 2 or 3 years old, and they were found walking down the road half naked.
Bruh.
And so somebody
Do you
called.
know that there were like orphan
But
trains?
then check this out, homie.
You ever searched
When I did
orphan
my
trains?
goddamn bro, when I did that 23andMe,
Uh-huh.
dude, I found all these cousins that are just black people.
I think you got.
I'm sitting there talking to them on 23andMe. I'm talking to them on 23andMe, and it's like, and I'm like, wait a minute. So basically, what you're telling me is that this makes no sense. All right, I had more hits of black relatives than I did white.
Yeah.
I think you from down there, bro. You got a little bit of dark skinned Cherokee in you, just like me.
Oh, for sure,
Let me
for
tell you
sure.
though. Let me tell you though the statistics though. No, like it's gonna be like that because you know why? Most of the what you want to say wealthy class, they know their family history. They know their family.
Exactly.
Tree. They have access to all of that. They're not using 23andMe like us poor folks is. You know what I mean? The poorer folks, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, well, let me try to find out who my people is. Like, trust me, bro, I've talked to many people who was, you know what I'm saying, who actually came to our most recent family reunion, who found us through 23andMe and or some other shit like that. And I'm not saying that the shit's fake. Obviously, it's just a DNA test is a DNA test. But when you talk about the ancestry behind it, like that shit, it goes so fucking.
And none
far,
of it was
bro.
like first cousins. You know what I'm saying? It was all like second and third.
No,
but
no,
majority was second.
So the reason why I asked you, did you ever heard of those back in the back when Tesla and them niggas was alive, right? They had these things called orphan trains. Did you ever heard of those? It was like kind of like, you know how people would go to a circus and like see like the bearded lady and the shit like that. But like so they had these orphan trains where nobody knew where the children were coming from, but like you could be able to buy kids and sell, buy and sell. Yeah, bro.
Is that what all those pictures are that you see of like these? I mean, obviously, I'm going to say exactly what you said, but it's a train, and you always see like a bunch of kids in there, like looking at it all sad and shit.
Yes.
So I always wondered, like, was that from a war or what? No, what the fuck was that?
They were called orphan trains, or like, and there's another name for it as well. I watched like a small clip, and then I just started looking up. You know what I mean? That shit, but like. A lot of people were thinking that people, like these were like not even like human babies though. Like people saying, felt like the conspiracy back then was that they were like clones. Like they weren't even like there wasn't people missing shit. There wasn't like a whole bunch of people like, where's my kid? I'm missing my kid. It was more like these niggas was dropping clones off into society with orphan trains.
I believe it.
So that was the conspiracy theory, you know, that's came from it, because nobody knows. And like, it's so funny that you say your great grandfather or your grandfather and his brother, like, you know what
Yeah,
I mean,
grandfather.
right, your grandfather and his brother, they were just found, you know, walking down the road butt naked. Like that shit is wild
Mm-hmm.
that you say that though. You know what I mean? Because like that, they were the
Yep.
conspiracy behind
And
those orphan shits is like, you know, they were doing cloning way back then already, and you know what I mean. They were dropping them off in society, and they are checking on. That's why, like this one dude said that nobody can trace their lineage. There's a lot of people who can't trace their lineage back past 1771.
that's crazy, man.
They said like the average
Well,
person cannot trace their lineage back past 1771. And I was trying to
that's
think like how I'm trying to think did I because we had a family tree that I looked at. I just can't remember how far it went back. I don't think it went back to the 1700s. I think the 1800s was about as far as I got with my shit.
yeah. I mean, I would say that probably the majority of people in America don't know past like their, you know, where their past, where the like great came from. Probably, you know, and a lot of people that probably don't even know that, like, you know, they literally came here from other countries. I don't know if people really realize this or not, but there's really nobody living in America that is here now. Like, a small
Yeah.
majority. The everybody came from Europe to come here. Like, uh different parts of Europe, you know,
Yeah.
Germans, fucking, I mean, all the whole, you know, so it's like this place is a place for immigrants. So why, you know, why was that? If we get in that, we get into back to those people that run the shit. But
You
it's
do.
like, you know, why did all these people come here? I mean, they were just running from what? I mean, why was it just
Yeah.
such small amount too?
Bro,
Because
and
if you
then
think about it, that was a really
right,
small amount.
bro, you get down to the story. If you follow the story backwards, you're like, okay, so it's a small group of people that, and they said they, you know, they were running from being persecuted by the king. And then you follow that story back, and then you find out that they were in a country and they ran from that other country because they were getting persecuted by the king. And then you find out that the country they were there before, that country was getting persecuted by the king, and they got ran out. So like this shit, you find out that happened to this small group of people over 1,000 times. So there was 1,000 places that they tried to live, to go live,
Yep.
and nobody wanted them to fuck. Nobody. Picture visiting 1,000 fucking towns or cities or or countries.
And nobody liking you and saying it's all
Nobody.
everybody else's fault.
Yeah, nobody wants
You're
you.
like,
And
oh, well,
then
it's their fault that they don't like me. I'm like, no, whoa, motherfucker. After 1,000, you got to look in the mirror,
I mean,
bitch.
because back then, like it was put it like this: they got kicked out of 1,000 different kingdoms. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think there's over 1,000 countries there, but at the same time, on or well, that we know of, put it like that. Um,
Right.
but at the same time, you know what I mean? Like, so they've got kicked out of 1,000 different kingdoms. You know what I mean? They go and live under this king, and then this king sees what fuckery they're up to, and they kick them out. And the main thing is charging money for money. That's the main thing that they were getting exiled from these places for, because that style
Yep.
of banking was illegal basically all over the world. I'm giving y'all
Yep.
key hints. Y'all motherfuckers better just look the shit up.
You know,
You
it's
follow the money,
crazy.
like you said. Like who asked that? Who asked where did the king get the money for the Mayflower and them 3 boats? Who did Chris? They
Yeah, I
said
guess
Christopher
people would be
Columbus
like,
got
oh,
it
well,
from the
they
king.
took it from, he taxed everybody. Well,
Well, they
wait a
said they
minute.
get. Yeah,
A
yeah,
bunch of poor people?
yeah.
Because
Wait.
was it Robin Hood? Did he do
I
the
asked
shit?
my
Robin
history
Hood?
teacher these questions. You know what I mean? I'm like, so, and they're like, well, he got the money from the king. My history teachers would tell me.
Okay.
Which king? Okay, the king of Spain or the king of fucking England, whoever the fuck. I think Columbus was Spanish, I think, or whatever. So whatever. So the king of Spain, the royals in Spain gave him the money. Well, where did they get it from? What do you mean? Where did
Right,
they get it
because
from?
as we know today, how many Spanish owned
Yo,
institutions
what up,
dealing with
Tick Radio?
finances and banks, how many Spanish owned financial institutions are there?
Right. Right. Right.
compared to.
I don't know. And if they are, they're being. I bet you their chairman or whoever politicians oversee the Spanish banking are getting paid by APAC. But that's a whole nother fucking. You know what I mean? That's
Right, and I
getting
can
deep deep.
guarantee you, without even looking at anything, there's almost a non-existence in Spanish banking.
Yes, yes. But so and if you keep following it back, so you follow it all the way back, and you find out that these group of individuals or these group of people, you know what I mean, they have always had money, very wealthy fucking family. But kingdoms back then, if Nova started a kingdom and some wealthy family comes and moves in, and then they start doing a bunch of fuck shit, and Nova kicks them out of their kingdom, and they just come over to my house like, oh, bro, you know what I'm saying? Let us get a couch to stay on because we fucked up right now. But then they turn around and do the same thing in my house, and then I kick them out with a picture of their
Before
baby
you
and
know
shit.
it, while you're gone at work, they're renting your house out for like a business during the day and making money off of you and shit. And you're like, well, what the fuck? Hold on, man, get the fuck out of my house. And they go
Yeah.
over to the next one.
Yeah. And this is like if you follow it though and you follow the research, right? Yep, Biblioteca. Look, Knights Templar. Look, you can get. Ooh, see, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because who's funding the See, like Knights Templar, and they're like, oh yeah, that's a a lot of people say that's a European thing, right? But it's like, who's funding them?
I
Who's
hear
funding
you.
them? You see what I'm saying? Like that's the
Exactly.
whole fucking thing. You gotta know who's funding them. You gotta know who's funding it. Who's putting the money behind it. Like, and then you come to find out, like, God damn, like this shit's been happening for ages, millennia, bro. But right
Yeah.
now, it's to a point
Yeah.
where these motherfuckers got control now. Everything that they was fighting for is almost over with. They almost got the
Yep.
dub, technically.
They basically got like one more region
Yep.
of the world.
And
And
then they got the dub.
yep, they got it.
Yeah, that'd be a W
And
for the agenda for sure.
yep,
For
yep.
our elite
Well,
bankers
shit.
that run our lives.
Right.
Okay.
Oh man, I'm gonna get into this Tiny Toons real quick, bro. I'm gonna uplift everybody for a second, because just because these motherfuckers have a false sense of you ain't got to live in that bullshit.
Yeah, max a million off a couple Tiny Toons and I know these busts will be mad. Stuffing bundles in the Gucci duffel, better bend at a bust out the bag. Stack it, flip it, get it back and pivot on your pitch and don't fuck up the stash. Putting pennies on the paddock, petty if you pop and put that on the pad. Peace, yeah. I put the work in to own it. These moments they ain't come for cheap, yeah. They see I'm shining, I'm smiling like diamonds all up in my teeth, yeah. Thank you to go, no you ain't got my vote, no I don't agree, yeah. Baby booty moving, got me like sheesh, yeah. Nah, I don't agree though. Push P like a G in my P coat. This one to a T, but I need about 3 more. Get it from the flea on the East Coast. 6 G's for the clean clothes. Jeans you ain't never seen, yeah, I need those. Good high, pull a piece when I lead though. Good guy, but a beast when I hunt. Gotta lead, gotta eat, yo. Polish, this kind of reconnaissance. Got us on like with the target. We spotted the knowledge we got it obvious. At us a godly empowerment. Out of the Oculus, into the spectrum and spinning the Akashic record. Turning tables and blessings to prospect the prophets and taught us to be fully prosperous. And I just looked at my wallet and I'm good to go.
Hey!
Tell my mama on her, God, I got her, I'm allergic to failure. If you ain't walking what you been talking, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. Lady probably bow her head around me like she worshiping prayer. Yeah. Oh my God, with my hands in the air, yeah. Max a million off a couple Tiny Toons and I know these busts will be mad. Stuffing bundles in the Gucci duffel, better bend at a bust out the bag. Stack it, flip it, get it back and pivot on your pitch and don't fuck up the stash. Putting pennies on the paddock, petty if you pop and put that on the pad.
What is it? Beasts.
Peace, yeah. I put the work in to own it. These moments they ain't come for cheap, yeah. They see I'm shining, I'm smiling like diamonds all up in my teeth, yeah. Thank you to go, no you ain't got my vote, no I don't agree, yeah. Baby booty moving, got me like sheesh, yeah.
Hey.
Oh man, for sure, man. You gotta have fun though. You still gotta live because even though we know all of this bullshit is a stage and it's being ran by some fucking group of fucking elitists who have a Zionistic ideology, what you gonna do about it?
Yep.
What you
For
gonna
real.
do? What the fuck are you by yourself gonna do? Nothing. You know what I mean? And I would hate for anybody to get out here and be like, bust their eye wide open, start preaching the truth, and then end up getting whacked because they don't move the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't. There's a certain way you got to move in
Exactly.
this matrix. You know what I'm saying?
There's
Neo wasn't
there's
fucking
a
walking down Main Street. He took back roads and hopped. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like, he had to do it the right way. You know what I mean? They got a way you got to
Yep.
move in this bitch, bro.
If you could recognize the psyop, then you know how to not get hit by it.
Oh yeah. I mean,
And
like,
when the psyop is life and has been the same people putting the psyop on the rest of the people for thousands of years, they know what the fuck they doing. It's the whole religion that tells them how to do that shit. You just never went there because you ain't one of them.
yeah.
And I'm not talking about everybody that believes in a certain religion. There's a religion within the motherfucking religion. And that shit starts with a Z. And you ain't got to be that starts with a J to be that starts with a Z.
President Biden's a Z.
Nigga need a big bag, make it flip, then we on. Yeah.
But not.
And he's
And
Catholic.
he's not a J.
Think
though.
about that.
But he's a Z.
Exactly. He's not a J. He's Catholic, but he's still a Z. Talking code on you bitch ass motherfuckers.
Big bag, make it flip, then we on. Pump faking for the safety, then we gone. Touchdown, run it back to the home. Eating with the tribe, gotta put them in the zone. Yeah, that's big facts. That's my life on the code. Running plays on the matrix for the dough. Screaming, give me more. Yeah, give me more O's. Got me feeling like
Running plays on the Matrix.
every time I hit the dough on the one. Run it up, double up. Hit the booth, make it bubble up. Watch it jump, do a double tuck. And when it land, make it bounce like a bubble butt. Dead press, doing double dutch. Feeling loaded, we up like an uppercut. If you hating, then it's probably for the better. Whipping problems in the cheddar, then we spread it all together till we covered up. Balance, yeah. If I'm eating, then you eating, cause we have it. Law of attraction got me looking like a magnet. When you moving how I'm moving, they don't need to be in traffic. That's the reason I'm a savage, sophisticated with manners, but still can handle the dirt. Drink with my pinky up, but move the weight when I work. Perfection is not a question, but understanding your work. Gotta get it how you live it before you end up a shirt. Get a big bag, make it flip, then we on. Pump faking for the safety, then we gone. Touchdown, run it back to the home. Eating with the tribe, gotta put them in the zone. Yeah, that's big facts. That's my life on the code. Running plays on the matrix for the dough. Screaming, give me more. Yeah, give me more O's. Got me feeling like Neo every time I hit the dough on the one. And your shit number 2, yeah. When I pop off my shit, the truth, yeah.
Got me feeling like Neo. You see why I played the song, right?
Run up a bag, tie up the loose ends. Don't lack in light, pulled up my boots, yeah. She need real nigga rapping her life. I flip the script in the bed when she ain't acting too right. Lavish and tight, but got her own bag when we packing. Rocking out the new Lenny Kravitz, stuck in American ratchets. I'm red on my status. Moving off our energy acting. You here to be famous. I'm here to bring the history back. And after relearning what they lying about, what mentally matters. Plug tap in, I'm acrobatic flipping the package. Tend to go one down, and we won't come down. We in sync every trip. One band, one sound. I don't do the chit chat, money talk, lips don't. So the only thing I'm on is saying less and getting more. I need a big bag, make it flip, then we on. Pump faking for the safety, then we gone. Touchdown, run it back to the home. Eating with the tribe, gotta put them in the zone. Yeah, that's big facts. That's my life on the code. Running plays on the matrix for the dough. Screaming, give me more. Yeah, give me more O's. Got me feeling like Neo every time I hit the dough on the one.
This song just goes out to everybody in general. If you're a J, it's okay, right? But if you're a Z, just know that we believe what this song says. And so you need to understand that there's a whole group of motherfuckers out here that ain't giving a fuck about your little fear-mongering ass interest rate, bitch.
Variety, Mr. Raisin Bridge, distributing knowledge energies and frequencies. Go astral, then back to the universe.
Come on, fuck with me now. He said, "Go astral." We finna go astral. We finna go where they can't go. They can't control you when you go there.
So we can learn to manifest eternally.
Say
You
it.
are more powerful than you know. Just open your eye and you will see.
Open your fucking eye and you will see.
Yeah. I went to the origins of this, connected my organs to planets, open my forces with forces from planets, flow with the orbit to balance my zoomorphic canvas. I feel like a genius right now. I feel like I'm genius right now. It's bigger than Jesus right now. Fucking photons from the excess light to my third eye got me crystallized. Everything I visualize turned out. I be in this fucking prism like a symphony. Taste, color, make dreams in my crystal eye. Everything we ever learned was a lie. Marduk and Tiamat, may we collide. Spaces and spaces, dimensions get taken to places where only the truth can survive. Faces get taken, erased and replaced, where the only intention is living to die. Tell me what's the ticket on the LB? I got 21 grams in the pentagram, sitting like an Indian. That's how I gather all my energies. I was in this motherfucking Rain Man tripping. Geometrices all dripping out my brainstem. AM, I woke from the sound of the sun. I am fire and light, fire and light.
And I will not die because music is life. I am eternal, I'm vibrating light. Must find that balance to center these talents. Cause once I imagine shit's dropping through twice. Spitting this ether that burns through this creature. Drop knowledge through ether with flames from your speakers. Cause when you look deeper and see past the preachers, turn the pews into bleachers, man, something ain't right.
Turning pews into bleachers. Man, something ain't right. Take a deep breath and get into it.
Yeah, in a God world. Nigga, don't pray on me. I'm not looking for your savior for the remedy. I can't believe that another nigga saving me. Especially when that same nigga was sleep during slavery. I ain't seen a saved nigga that was really free, nor a paid nigga struggle for a plate to eat. So when you enter this realm, just know that nothing's free. Frequency purge, feeling the burn. You know it's the fire within. A vibration turn, waters are poured. Now watch all my alchemy begin. I'ma mix a little feelings in this pen. Got some fresh blood and some shrooms for the tank. I'm about to write about the truth, like Cook was in the booth, and we taking this love to the bank. They say we part 8, I guess they just saying we saying. I'm no longer playing. You fresh off the worship, keep praising these corpses. I vibrate these organs, keep building this fortress. I stay in infinite time, infinite rhyme, infinite life, infinite mind, infinite I'm, infinite immortality and beyond. Who's I'm and raw to the limitless.
It would seem theoretically first, meaning in logic, that the space that time doesn't exist has to be the point of origin. And it's because we still will never have answers for where did the first thing come from.
That's it. That's the thing, is like, you know, we as humans don't have the true answer to where we came from. We have a lot of explanations, but explanations don't mean that they are factual. It could just be an explanation to the theory of, but the theory of might not be true. And so when we put our whole into something that we don't know is true, what are we actually doing? How much can you actually believe in something that you don't actually know is true?
Yeah. You gotta be in an all right, so good question, right? So let me ask you this. This is how you this is how I like to put it to people. I like to ask people, so do you believe in your mom? They're like, what do you mean? I'm like, do you believe in her or do you know her? They're like, I know her. That's my mom. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, so do you know Jesus? And they were like, no, but they were like, but you believe in Jesus. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between believing and knowing. You know what I'm saying? And you don't know that this whole shit, well, some people do know, and they still don't give a fuck. They still practicing the ritual, but you don't know because you stuck with belief. You just belief, instead of accepting the fact that you don't know every fucking thing. It's very convenient for us humans to take something that's infinite and scale it, like time. You know, we do that
I
shit all the
mean,
fucking time.
like, bro, when I had to come to the real realization that a lot of the stuff that I was taught as a kid
Hmm.
was actually not true.
Right.
And then I figured out the people that control that information,
Hmm.
and they were the victors of every war. That's why history is written the way it's written,
Yeah.
because the victor
Yep.
writes it.
Indoctrination. Yep.
So, all the way up until where I'm at right now, on this point, and every timeline up until this point points in that same fucking direction every fucking time, bro.
Every time,
So,
man.
I mean, and then the thing is there's a
Even the
religion
guy,
that
even
was
the guy that you
created,
worship is a J. You know what I mean? The guy
right?
that
And then
people,
and
yeah, all of that
also
shit.
he also that religion, who created Christian, we've done these big deep dives, we know who did the shit, but I'm just asking, just for
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
provoking thought, who started the the uh the religion
The Romans,
Christianity?
the Romans,
And
and
then,
who
okay,
funds it?
so,
But they don't,
and
they
then
don't, they don't tell
exactly,
you that though.
exactly,
You know what I mean?
all
Like
right,
that's what I mean. Like
exactly,
to be able to get all of the people of that region to practice one religion takes time, money, energy. Takes a lot of money actually. Think about everything that you have to do. You know what I mean? Like people don't get that.
yes.
You know what I mean? Like you have to
Just think
silence
about it, okay? Just think about if the United States was to flip flop and be Muslim tomorrow. That wouldn't happen. It can't happen. You still got to have Christmas this year.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that ain't
Yeah.
you ain't finna stop Christmas because there's way too much money behind it. Okay,
Yep.
so if you can't, I mean, like, and so then the thing is like the people that actually run America are not
Americans.
Christian.
Yeah,
And
anybody's
yeah,
Christian.
yeah, I mean they're not Christian. So
Yeah.
why is the main number one accepted per se um, religion in America Christian?
Well, they say Christianity is a pillar in America, and how can that be if a group of
How can that be if
yeah,
that religion literally goes against another religion and the people
yeah,
that run the fucking country are on this religion? How does this fucking religion prevail? I don't understand that. Because motherfuckers kill over religion, bro.
right? And even the president said himself, he said, you don't have to be a J to be a Z, and that's some crazy shit right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it just puts in
Exactly.
perspective, like they don't care really what religion you are or background
And
that you
just
come from.
because you're J doesn't mean
Right.
you're Z either.
Yeah, that too. That
By
too.
no means does it
Yeah,
mean
because
that.
there's a lot of, what you want to say, a lot of people who don't identify with the Z ideology. You know what I mean? And they're still a J, obviously. So, but they like to make that they try not to make that separation. They want you to think that, all J's are Z's, but that's
Yeah.
not the
Just
case.
like just like when the politicians say we are here supporting Judean Christian or Judeo
Yeah,
Christian values. It's like,
right.
well, what does that actually mean? Because literally they're two
It is
different things. I mean,
two
if we
different
just be
religions.
honest about it, it's
Right.
two different things.
It is.
If not, why is there a Hanukkah and a Christmas?
Right. You're right.
Why is
Why?
Jesus Christ the
Why? What's the
savior
image?
of
Yep.
Actually the Antichrist to the other religion. That doesn't make any fucking sense that there's a Judean Christian value if one savior is the other one's demise.
Right.
I mean, I don't know, bro.
Bro, it's
You know what
that
I'm
it's
saying?
that it's that it's that question, that one question, right? That you ask a pastor, right? Go and ask your pastor this. You a Christian? Go ask your pastor and said, if a slave master and a slave are praying to the same God, which one does God answer to? Fucks them up every time. I'm telling you. You mean like you can't? That's that question that goes along with that question.
And think about this, okay?
That's what's happening.
Think about this: the religion that slave owner and that slave master are praying to is a lot deeper than what you just said.
Yep.
Because it's actually one more slave master, which equals one more slave, which really equals two more slaves. But then another slave master that is put in place,
right?
Because of the want for money.
Okay, if you want to put it in perspective, right? So, say the United States is one big slave house, okay? Who do you think would be in the house and who do you think would be in the fields? If we're looking at it like the whole United States is a slave plantation. Who would be in the house? The white folk, right? But they wouldn't be in the house. I'm not saying they wouldn't be. They just wouldn't be working outside. They would be with the light skin.
Yeah, they just can't go in. They can't go in certain areas of the house, and they better not. Like, motherfucker, don't you think that you can fuck with my daughter?
Yep.
Nah,
Yeah,
just because you in the goddamn house, that don't mean you can do that.
Who would be? But who would even? So you ask yourself, well, who would even the white people who we've been programmed to believe are the motherfuckers on top? Even these Christians and Catholics, you know what I'm saying? We've been believed that these are the motherfuckers who run shit, right? The man, as the black people would say, the man. Um, who, who do you think he would be serving in that house if he's not the one that's running the house? So who's running the house? And then you go to find
And
out, like,
then
okay, well, who funds the how? Where's the money coming from for the house to even run? Same
and
people.
then and then and then at all major positions, why is it that this particular house that also gets funded by so and so, the house is ran by
Right.
the same people that fund?
Yeah. Yeah.
But
That's the
then
position.
when some shit goes down,
Mhm.
those people are never held accountable, and it's shucked off on racism against white versus black, or it's shucked off
Yep.
as black people are lazy and don't want to work.
Yeah.
And all the while, it's just we're just trying to motherfucking make it in this
listened to a
bitch.
Z speak before. I listened to a Z speak on the podcast. I can't remember whose podcast or radio show it was, but I heard a Z speak before, man, and um, they use a lot of references to the holy book and everything like that in there to justify a lot of the weird things that go on within the Z community. And the way that they talk about everybody, including white people, is like we're called goyim. So anybody who's not a Jay-Z, oh my gosh, what's the irony? But hold on, anybody who's not a Jay-Z, have a great weekend. Um, is goyim in their perspective, and they use their Bible to justify it. So you can look that up for yourself as well. It's been another Fire Music Friday with the Think High crew. Appreciate everybody for stopping by. Try not to be weekend this weekend. Turn up, listen to some positive vibes, because right now they're trying to scare the fuck out of you.